How did JonBenét Ramsey's autopsy impact the investigation? Imagine discovering a young child's body in her own home and then learning details that could change everything about the case. That's what happened with JonBenét Ramsey. When her body was found in her family's basement, the autopsy revealed key facts that shaped how investigators looked at her murder. It showed she died from a combination of strangulation and a skull fracture. This suggested her death was violent and not accidental. The autopsy also found evidence pointing to possible sexual assault, even though no semen was present. That made investigators think about who might have had knowledge of or access to her, and whether the crime was planned or impulsive. One of the most unusual discoveries was the use of a nylon cord and a paintbrush handle to strangle JonBenét. This method indicated the killer might have known how to tie knots or had some sailing experience. The autopsy also found stains on her clothing that looked like blood but were later identified as red stains, and urine stains that added to the mystery. These details helped investigators understand the nature of the attack and the possible state of mind of the person responsible. Another critical piece of evidence was the DNA found on JonBenét's clothing and under her fingernails. The DNA did not match any family members, which was a big deal. It meant the killer was likely not someone from her immediate family, at least based on the evidence at the time. Over the years, advances in DNA testing allowed scientists to analyze these samples further, revealing multiple unknown DNA profiles. Some investigators believe these profiles could belong to the person who committed the crime, but no match has been made yet. The autopsy also suggested the killer knew the house well and had enough time to carry out the crime without being caught. The presence of a ransom note, despite the body being inside the house, added to the confusion. The Ramseys were initially suspected, but DNA evidence later cleared them. Still, the case remained open because the evidence from the autopsy pointed to a crime that was carefully planned and executed. Overall, the autopsy results helped narrow down suspects and highlighted the need for more advanced forensic work. It showed that the crime was not random but carefully thought out. The DNA evidence, in particular, became a focus for ongoing investigation, even years later. Despite all these efforts, the case remains unsolved, and the evidence from the autopsy continues to be a vital part of the mystery. It's a reminder of how crucial forensic details are in understanding what really happened to JonBenét Ramsey.